welcome back to my vlog. If you haven't been here before, welcome to my vlog. I'm Meredith, and today I am going to be talking about how I paid for my Korea study abroad, because it was a process. So basically, if you haven't seen my first Korea vlog, I'm going to Seoul, South Korea, and I'm studying abroad at Yonsei University, and I'm just going for a month. But the program itself does not take international credit cards, so you can't just type in your credit card information or even an online check. I don't know. It seems like they might be working on it, so maybe in the future, if you're doing this program, this is an option, and then this video is void. But until then, this is what I did to pay for Korea. So the application fee is 90,000 won, which I think equaled $94 or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much money. I did it. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. And basically if you apply before October 3rd or something like that, they put the 90,000 won towards your tuition. So the application, in essence, was free. It was a free application. I didn't know that when I applied, but then I found it out and I was like, oh yes. But basically, in order to pay for that, you have to wire money over, and most banks do offer that. Some banks do have a fee, so it's not always free. I think most banks actually have a fee, and most banks also require you to go to the bank, a branch, and send it over in person. If you use a bank, if you live where your bank is, that's not a problem. Or you use a bank like Bank of America or Citizens Bank, again, it's not a problem. There are branches everywhere. But I live in Boston, and my bank is a local bank where I live at home in New York, so I can't really just go home to send money over. It's a trek. So I had to find other ways. I tried making a Bank of American account to use this. I don't know what I just said, but Bank of America account, and I made the account, and I went to Bank of America, and they were $45 transfer fee, and I was like, heck no. So I canceled my account through Bank of America because I'm not paying $45 for a $90 fee. So anyway, that's how that went. And then basically I was online, I was Googling wire transfer things, and a lot of them don't go to Korea, which I found shocking. Yeah, a lot of them, they just don't send money to Korea. The one that I eventually settled on, and I'm very pleased with the experience I had, was Ofx Transfers. It's just Ofx. If you Google it, it'll pop up. And I'm not sure how this happened, but basically all 3 of my transfers were free. And I think they gave you 3 free transfers, and they were really, really helpful. Anytime they had a question about my bank account, or they would just give me a call, and which was super nice because I didn't have to go online. It was always just so much easier talking to someone on the phone. And also they were super secure about how I was sending my money over. They had to contact Yonsei to make sure that this was a valid thing, and they were super secure about making sure that it was paid to the right place, which I really, really appreciated, because it made me feel like my money wasn't just going into this unknown abyss in Korea. So I was really, really pleased with everything that I had to do through Ofx. And so 3 payments that I had to do was the application fee, and then the tuition, and then my housing fee. So the tuition fee went to this broad account, and then you would put your name in the notes. Well, that's how I did it anyway. And then your tuition, you had a bank account number, so you would change the account number on Ofx. You didn't have to create a new recipient thing. You could just edit it, which was really nice because you didn't have to put in all the information or anything. And then for housing, it was again another account, and I believe this is because the tuition and the housing fees are 2 different parts of Yonsei. At least with my school here, you do one big payment, and it pays for everything. But in Korea, it seems to be different, and you do have to pay 2 separate things. So that was how that went. And basically, my tuition was due November 21st, I think. I tried to give the transfers about a week to go through. They never took a week. I would say that they took the first payment, the application payment took a week, but that was because there was a holiday in Korea, and they had to confirm everything and make sure that everything was like justified and valid, and this was like a real thing that I was sending money to, which I really, really appreciated. And so that one did take about a week, but the tuition and housing, I want to say, took around 4 days maybe. And that was probably a lot longer because I did send it over on a weekend. And you can transfer money through Ofx like Monday through Sunday, any day, anytime. They're 24/7. And so basically, they took about 4 days, but I gave them a week just in case anything did happen. And I was, like I said, I was really, really satisfied with the transfer process. And I didn't have any problems with Korea. My Korea trip is all paid off. The funds are great. And Ofx did give you a really, really, well, they gave me a really, really good transfer rate between the US dollar and the Korean won, which I also really enjoyed because, like, the transfer rates were, like, skyrocketing. They were, like super good transfer rates, which was really, really nice. And so, yeah, all 3 of my payments have been made. And I'm leaving in what, about, I don't know, like 15 days, which is crazy to me. Yeah, and it's like weird to think because I just paid for, well, housing was due December 10th. Is due. It is not the 10th yet, I don't believe. I don't actually know what day it is. I think it's the 9th. But yeah, so payment was due the 10th. However, I just paid it off as soon as I had the money, because I'm like really bad with like saving money. So yeah, that was paid off. Everything's paid off. So the trip itself came to be around $30,000. Tuition was about $1,500-ish. But mine's a little skewed because I am doing like a day trip there, which is included in the tuition. My day trip, the day trips like range. Mine's like in like the middle of them, which is about 90,000 won. So pretty much my application fee covered my day trip. And I can go into further details about like course registration and like day trips and stuff like that in another video. If you're interested in that, just leave a comment down below. And I can also go over like housing applications and stuff. Again, just leave it down below. And yeah, so that's everything, I think. Oh, and the airfare, you have to get it yourself. I just went through like studentuniverse.com. This is not a sponsored video, but I also really recommend Student Universe because I got my flights for so cheap. I want to say my flight total came to be about $1,200, and that's including travel insurance, flight insurance, because I am flying out of New York in the winter. So, shout out to Student Universe for helping broke college students fly cheaply and affordably. And so yeah, that was a really big help, because I was looking at flights and they were like $2,000, and I was like, I don't have this money. But yeah, so Student Universe, I would definitely use them for your flights because they are just such a good deal. And housing. My housing fee was $400, I think, which like isn't bad for a month. It does not include a meal plan. However, the food at the school is very affordable, so I'm like not super worried about that. And I am in the cheapest dorm building there, and the other ones is International House. I'm in International House. The other dorm building is SK Global, and International House is a all-women's dorm. I do go to an all-women's college, so it's what was comfortable for me. The only really difference is International House is all women's, and International House has like a communal bathroom thing. I'm not really sure what to expect with that, but we're gonna go with it. Worst case comes to worst, I'm just showering alone in the middle of the night. But yeah, so that's everything, I think. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. And like I said before, if you want to see any more videos about Korea, such as the housing process, class registration, which I haven't done yet, but I can film a video about it once I'm done with it. And really anything else, and you just leave general questions, again, just leave them right down below, and I'd be more than happy to do a FAQ vlog, housing vlog type thing. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.